Hi everyone and welcome to Splash Page. I'm Sean and as always I'm joined by Andrew and today
Hey,
we're going to talk about our bread and butter show. The reason why we have a YouTube channel in the first place, Invincible. Um, this show was something that when I heard it was coming out, I was very excited about and I reached out to Andrew and asked him if he wanted to do a YouTube channel about it.
do you remember what I said when you asked that?
No, what'd you say?
You said, "Do you want to do a YouTube show about Invincible?" And I said, "Do I have to have ever heard of Invincible?" So, luckily, you said no, and I started watching, and it's great. Started reading voraciously. Great comic too.
Yeah, and I think I maybe gave you like a 2 or 3 week heads up. I knew the show was in progress, in development, but they hadn't done too much upfront marketing. I think it was just like a teaser trailer had come out for it, and that's the only thing I could
Yeah,
share with you at that time. And so I think I reviewed that, but then got you involved pretty quickly after that.
sounds about right.
Yeah. And so, the show came out in March 2021 to little fanfare, but it had a very large comic reading audience. And it was from a wonderful writer who obviously did other big shows, particularly Walking Dead. So, we had hoped that it would be something big, and the quality of the show blew us away.
It is one of those shows. There's a lot of great animation out there that it takes you a couple episodes to get into because the animation looks cruddy or just weird or very stylistic. I don't think this was one of those. This one kind of just looked beautiful, perfect right away.
Yeah, it was very clean animation. And
Yeah, clean
honestly,
is the
I think
word.
the
Yeah.
animation might have set it back slightly because I think people thought it was going to be more of a kids show, even though it was
Yeah.
rated MA. Because it's a superhero teenager, those things, it's well trotted over territory, but not the way Invincible does it.
Yeah. No, absolutely agreed.
So when the show came out, we were doing videos and reviews, and season one was about to end, and it got greenlit for two more seasons, which was no surprise to us because looking at the way it is measured or ranked on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes is crazy. On IMDb, it's an 8.7 and has an outrageous 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it deserves every percentage point.
But unfortunately, we heard nothing after the end of the season. We like to refer to it as the Invincible Winter.
Yes, we do. That is something we have been saying for a long time now, all the time. We've been saying that.
Yeah, didn't write it for this script. Not
I
at all.
definitely didn't hear that for the first time today, just now.
Yep. And but it was true. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Updates dried up. The ability to like find another topic for another video. I mean, we wanted to make an Invincible video a week, but what are you supposed to do when you only have 8 hours to pick over a year and a half now?
We did what we
So
could. Well, what's the news? Do we have news?
we do have news. So Kari Payton, who does the voiceover for Black Samson, was on the movie Dweeb and did an interview, a long interview about, just his career and everything, but it ended with them talking about Invincible. And essentially, we knew about April of this year that they started recording season two because a few of the actors had come out and said so. And we knew they wrapped pretty quickly. It's really the animation on the back end that takes the most amount of time. But what we didn't know is season three was also being written at that point. So currently, as we're speaking today, they are recording season three, meaning, and what I hope this means, is that while we'll have a big gap between season one and season two hasn't even been announced yet, but figure it's going to be kind of mid next year. Hopefully, the gap between season two and season three is just a normal 8 months, 1 year kind of thing, and therefore we do not incur another Invincible Winter.
Yeah, it'll be nice that they're going to start working on that as season two is coming out, so that we could get to that a little bit quicker. Because I guess there's been a backlog of animation in general, which I guess makes sense after the pandemic. A lot of people must have gone towards animation instead of live acting for certain projects when they couldn't
Yeah,
get people together. That's just
yeah,
a guess
and
on my
if you
part.
think about it, just like anything else, for these animated shows, you want to work with the best, right?
Yeah.
So there's only so many studios that do the animation as good as you know as can be done. So if they're busy, you kind of get in a backlog. It's not like they just have a stable of animators just sitting around at all times. You
Right.
basically have to wait in line.
Yeah, it could be a backlog, and I guess we're plowing our way through it towards Invincible season 2 and 3.
Yeah, which is amazing. And to be honest with you, the way season 1 ended, that quick montage of just open storylines, I could not be more excited because we know we're getting Ingstrom Levi, and
Yes.
that character alone is a big addition to the story. And we also know we got Battle Beast out there. We got the Cichlids and the Martians out there. We got Titan. We got so many freaking characters and so many storylines going on there. And I haven't even mentioned the fact that it ends with Nolan, Omni-Man leaving the planet. Like,
Yeah.
the story is so massive. It needs to go 8 seasons and a movie, 2 movies.
Two
Um,
movies. 2 movies at once. 6-hour movie.
but there's just so much left to tell, and I'm very happy they're getting ahead of it. And hopefully, what we hear, once season 2 airs, that season 4, 5, 6 have been greenlit, so we can get going on that as well.
At least to season 4. If we could get 2 or 3 at a time, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, because what we'd also like to do as Splash Page is have videos to make and topics to talk about.
So, if you got topics for us to talk about, let us know. Also, I think there's going to be, well, we don't know yet, but we might have some interesting news on Sandman Season 2 that we'll throw into a video coming up soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that also.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Andrew, for joining. And thank you guys for listening to us talk about hopefully what is the end of the Invincible Winter. Coined, patent pending, copyrighted.
We're currently in the Invincible Spring.
Right. All right, well, I'm Sean. That's Andrew. Take it easy, YouTube.
Later.